Hi, this is Bart Pear, and I want to tell you about the #1 step I'm seeing land developers take right now to put them in the position to make gobs of money when the economy turns around. The greatest thing about this simple strategy that they're using is that it doesn't matter if it's 1 month or 3 years when the economy finally turns. What they're doing is going to line them up and put them in prime position to take advantage of it. Now, I've been in the land development industry for nearly 15 years, and I got to tell you, I've never seen it like it is right now. It's bad right now, let's be honest, okay? My business partner, has been doing this for 25 years, and he agrees. He's never seen anything as bad as this either. And tell you the truth, my father, who's been developing land for over 35 years, admits he's never seen a market quite like this as well, okay? So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you need to be, building homes or building office buildings or doing any of that stuff right now. But the best thing about this is you don't have to do this. These land developers I'm talking about aren't doing that right now. And let me explain that to you, okay? The media is out there, and they're saying that, hey, construction is down and home sales, are way down, when they are, and they've got this doom and gloom attitude. But the problem with that is the land development process. Let me do it a little lower. The land development process, it's a long one, okay? And the media is focused on this stuff, which is at the end. Well, there's a lot of stuff that needs to take place beforehand, okay? A lot of things that need to be done right there. And the land developers that we work with every day, they're focusing on that, okay? Now you've got a choice. You can listen to the media and just be sitting, waiting for them to tell you everything's all clear by focusing on this end of the cycle, or you can do, and a lot of the land developers that we work with are doing this, is they recognize the opportunity out there right now, and they're out actively finding land and evaluating it. Okay, and they're creating lists so that when the economy finally does turn, when things start to uptick and you start seeing a demand, then bam, 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 they can jump on those lists and really start making the money that they're accustomed to making, okay? But that's not what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about the next step. The developers that are really leveraging the opportunity that exists right now aren't just finding and evaluating properties, they're tying up the properties right now, okay? They're tying them up right now. They're getting them under some type of contract so that they're ready, so that they don't even have to go through and renegotiate. Now, you're probably thinking I'm talking about options. I'm not talking about options, okay? The strategy that these land developers are using is so much better than options, it'll blow you away, okay? For one thing, options can take a lot of capital, okay? They can tie up a lot of capital through premiums, okay? And if it takes 2 to 3 years for the economy to turn around, that money's just sitting there wasted, okay? And so that's not a good thing, okay? The other thing that there's a few other things about options that just, it's not the vehicle that you should be focusing on right now in this situation, okay? One is the time element, okay? Options have a time element. They expire. So you need to predict when things are going to turn around, and that's hard to do right now. Options also have a strike price. Things are getting a little busy here, but let me clean this up. So you've got, with options, you've got premiums, time, a price. You have to come up with an actual purchase price right now. And, construction costs are changing. Land values are changing rapidly right now. And that's difficult to do. And if you've got to come up with a price right now that you're going to be tied to 2 years from now, that's a risky game. So for these reasons, options are not the optimum vehicle right now. But there's also a fourth reason, okay? The fourth reason is that options, they're just hard to sell, okay? They have a negative connotation to them, and the average landowner, when you say, hey, I want an option on this property, either doesn't understand it or they're kind of going to, they're going to think twice about it, okay? Because options just have a reputation, okay? The beautiful thing about this strategy that the land developers that we work with are using is that it doesn't have any of this stuff, okay? It doesn't tie up a bunch of capital. You don't have to come up with a time constraint or an expiration if you don't want to. You do not have to set the price of the property with this strategy, and it is so much easier to sell that it'll blow you away. Okay, now I've created a free video that explains exactly what this strategy is that developers are using right now. It's a short video and you can get it completely for free. All I need you to do is put in your email address and fill out the form to the right and hit submit, and I'll take you right to it. Okay, you'll get immediate access to it and it'll explain exactly what the developers are using right now that honestly is the perfect thing to be tying up land with at this point in the development cycle, in the economic cycle. So as I said, put in your email address and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks.